Hey everybody, it's Joe with Joe Knows Cryptos here with not a live video yet, still a video. Haven't made one in a while, so just wanted to talk about the markets here quickly since you know Bitcoin. A lot of people were expecting Bitcoin to really take a move up before the halvening and then maybe after the halvening, and now the halvening has come and gone, and we haven't seen too much excitement with Bitcoin. Actually, on the charts, the people who do the charting, not charting, the charting, seem to think that Bitcoin could be on a downtrend because it broke below the 30-day moving average. However, I think tomorrow is going to be one of the most important days uh, in the near term for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin as far as the direction goes. Of course, long term, there's no doubt that Bitcoin is going much higher. Cryptocurrencies, the ones that are good, are going much higher as well. But tomorrow is a very important day, and I know a lot of the other channels have talked about this. But I want to get into why I believe it is so important. So, Goldman Sachs, as you probably heard, is going to have a conference call with, I believe, thousands of people who invest with them. And it's going to be a large conference call with people with a lot of money. So let me open up this screen so you can see what I'm talking about here. So I want to make it big enough so everybody can see. All right. Goldman Sachs having this conference call with thousands of investors. They're going to do basically, they have three options. One is they can put the on Bitcoin again, say it's not real money, it's a scam, it's not backed by the government, this, that, and the other thing, the old song and dance that a lot of the big banks have been giving the public for the past few years, pretty much since the creation of Bitcoin, but ever since it's gained a lot more popularity when it had its run up in 2017, when it really got some notice. A lot of the big banks really tried to put the kibosh on it. So they're either going to put it down again, or they're going to go kind of even on it and say, you know, it's something to maybe consider. But I believe personally, now I know a lot of some of the analysts I've listened to are thinking the first thing that they're going to put the kaputs on it here. I believe that they're going to suggest to their investors that they go ahead and dabble in Bitcoin, that it is the money of the future, that the dollar is losing value, and Goldman Sachs wants to have consumer confidence, especially with their investors. They don't really care what the general public thinks, but the people that invest with them, people that are going to be on this conference call, they're going to want to give good advice to. And after this conference call, it may take a day or two or a week or the weekend for their customers to digest what was actually said to them and to actually think about it before they move. Some may move quickly. But I think after this conference call tomorrow, we're going to have a pretty good idea of what direction Bitcoin is going to go for the rest of the year. And if they do what I think they're going to do, suggest that people start buying, this could be the start of the bull run. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. They're going to say, hey, The halving came and went, nothing happened. The charts show it's broken below the 30-day moving average. Well, in this small market cap, like I've said before, a lot of these charts don't make a lot of difference, because if a bunch of investors come in, it throws the charts right out the window. So right now we've got the market cap at almost 249 billion. It's right there. It's right around there, little under. We've got Bitcoin at $8,872, right? So when we go to the chart, and I'm not a big chart guy for Bitcoin, as you all know, but when we go to the 3-month, and you draw your line across here, blah, 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 right about here-ish, it shows it's broken below it. However, if you take out this spike down, right in this section here, you remove that spike, and you draw the line across, it actually is right about at it. I'd say at about $8,850 is basically where the support is that I can see. Give or take a little bit, but right around there, $8,850. I think that is actually going to be breaking below the 30-day moving average, because some of these spikes up and down, in these coins that move very rapidly because of a whale coming in or out, can cause that drastic spike, and then it corrects. So when you have these drastic spikes like this, I almost think you have to overlook those and look at the longer trend line, which is, right in that area, that 5,100 to 200 mark, and that's where your line should be drawn from, not from the bottom of this little peak at 4,400. 4,600. It needs to be up higher than that, and that makes us still above the 30-day moving average. However, as I've said repeatedly, I do not have a lot of faith in the cryptocurrency charts. It's still too volatile. So, a lot of great news coming out for cryptocurrency. You had HODLit released. You've got HODLit on Apple products going to be released June 1st. You've got India approving Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. You've got Facebook's Libra rebranding, has a new name now, Navi. Everywhere you look, even on Yahoo Finance, cryptocurrency is in the top 2 stories. It's also in the 3rd and the 4th story. It's not like they're trying to ignore it anymore. They're pushing it right up to the top. There was a time when there would be maybe one cryptocurrency news article, and it would say something, Litecoin down 50% today when it was down like $1. They just made no sense. It just, no rhyme or reason to the articles, and they were just very brief, like one paragraph and not very much information. Now they actually have full-fledged articles. You've got people from different exchanges going on different boards of banks and different federal exchange, and there's a lot happening with Bitcoin. Anyone who thinks that Bitcoin and crypto is going to start going down from here, I am willing to bet that it's not. I have a feeling, this is not financial advice, I'm not a licensed financial planner, but anyone who's logged into my channel before knows that if Goldman Sachs speaks positively about Bitcoin tomorrow, and there are thousands of investors who have hundreds of thousands of millions and tens of millions of dollars to invest start to nibble into Bitcoin, you're going to see a FOMO come out from the halvening that hasn't hit yet. I think what's going on with the halvening here is you've got your miners who have some Bitcoin on the side, who have contracts that need to keep mining Bitcoin, even if they're losing money on the energy expense, and they're selling off their Bitcoin, plus they're still mining their Bitcoin. Some people who bought Bitcoin expecting it to rocket up before the halvening and post-halvening, who haven't seen it, have maybe got discouraged and sold off because they don't believe in Bitcoin. But every day, more and more people realize what Bitcoin is against fiat currency. And anyone who knows anything about Bitcoin at this time would be an absolute fool not to be investing some money into it. Again, not financial advice, but when they see fiat being printed out the way that it is, they know, I mean, anyone with any kind of common sense knows it's going to lose its value. Anyone who knows anything about Bitcoin knows that it's a limited supply, and supply and demand is going to drive the price, and they just cut the supply by 50%. Guys, I have a strong feeling, and let's see what happens. I've been wrong before, but I've been right a hell of a lot more than I've been wrong on these calls. And I just have a feeling by the end of this weekend coming up that we're going to see cryptocurrencies start to take off, Bitcoin in particular. All right, that's all I wanted to say on this video. I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. God bless. Have a good one. Joe Knows Crypto signing off.